having a plan, which means that, because the whole point of being in a grappling position, this is a neutral position. I want to get myself into a position where I have the advantage and Scott has the disadvantage. If I put myself in a position where I'm also at a disadvantage, it was not a good plan. So we know that we train compliantly, so that when we come to train non-compliantly, we have a better chance of surviving. And I say surviving because it's not always necessarily going to be a winner or a loser, it's going to be who's had the advantage and who doesn't. So we're here. I have to make sure that, and this is where training comes in, and just practicing, concentrating, and making sure you're doing it right, is ensuring that whatever I do, I have good structure and Scott doesn't. Okay? At any point where I risk sacrificing my good structure and assuming that Scott knows what he's doing, then he will be able to react appropriately. Now, I'm not going to use my experience too much to explain my point, but there have been a couple of situations out in the real world where I've had to deal with someone that didn't know what they were doing. And maybe I was naive for not expecting it, but a couple of people didn't know what they were doing. So to go in arrogantly would be foolhardy, I think. Because if we're taking what Sensei Greg was saying, if I come into this position, now if Scott knows what he's doing, he could pick my leg from this position. Is that he could take my knee or my ankle, drive himself, okay, it's not going to be a good position for him, but the point is, if he carries on, he does the pick, boom, then take him out, boom, he's got the advantage, okay? So, in a matter of within a second, I went from having the advantage to not having the advantage, okay? So something to consider is that if you're going to have a plan, A, roll with it, and B, make sure that you are in a good position that they can't take advantage of it. Now, I've talked about this a lot before, about keeping them mentally busy. So, all the time I'm thinking, this is my plan. I don't want Scott to have a plan. I have a plan. I want Scott to be thinking 2 moves behind me, so I can be 2 moves ahead of him. Okay, so talking about that game of chess again, I want Scott to be thinking about what the hell just happened. So we're here. I want Scott at this point thinking, how the hell did I end up here? And all that time, I'm throwing him around. Whoa, he's trying to get on the floor. So by the time he's there, he's now gone, oh, how'd that happen? Okay? As opposed to, we get to here, I hesitate, and Scott's thinking, that's a nice looking leg, I love that. Takes the one, drives himself onto me, bang, bang, bang. Okay? So bear that in mind, especially with grappling. This is why me and Greg, we're saying this every week. Every week, doesn't matter whether it's grappling week, striking week, whether we're sparring, compliant, non-compliant training, move your feet. If I don't move my feet, then I am giving myself a position for Scott to take. I'm giving him all the time in the world to do it. Aren't I? For example, if I stand like this, well, you can sweep my leg, couldn't you? Sweep your leg. Right? Sweep your leg. That's because I'm giving you a sweep. If I move around, now I'm trying to take it. Now sweep your leg. Now sweep your leg. I'm constantly, I'm in charge of my plan. He doesn't know what my plan is, does he? You can't know what my plan is. As soon as I give him, what do they call it in jiu-jitsu? It's recon? 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 Reconnaissance. This is data analysis. I'm basically keeping him busy. I can figure out what kind of fighter it is, so I can decide what I can do. So maybe we're grappling. I'm thinking to myself, I'm playing around with this. Maybe at this point I'm thinking, yeah, Scott knows what he's doing. So me going to here and going, ha ha! Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah? So if I get the advantage, I've got to keep the advantage. I've got myself in a good position, he's not in a good position. I've got to get him on the floor as quick as I can before he can recover. Something to bear in mind. Okay?